back to my channel, or if you happen to be new here. My name is Jess. I hope you guys are doing well. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my January TBR. And if you guys haven't noticed, I did not do a wrap up for December. December was a very chaotic month for me. My reading was very sporadic. I didn't read anything too noteworthy, but if you'd like to see what I read, you can actually follow me on Goodreads, which as always is linked in my bio. But I did want to sit down and actually film a TBR for January. Now this may kind of change a little bit only because I am such a mood reader, and as you guys will see, I did have a huge haul for December that should be going up hopefully on Friday. But I'm just really excited to read all the new books that I got, and a couple of these, well, most of these are actually new books. A couple of them are for specific reasons, and I will get into that as we go. But let's go ahead and get started because I feel like this video is going to be like 15 minutes long, as it always is. So the first book I have here is actually the second book in a series. It would be God's Grave. It is the Nevernight Chronicles, obviously by J. Kristoff. I'm super excited to read this. I loved Nevernight, as you guys know. Oh, you might not know. I actually read that, I believe, in January, and I haven't really gotten to speak about it. But I loved Nevernight, and I'm really excited to read God's Grave. I love Jay. He's the most interactive author that I've met, like on Twitter, on Instagram. He's always talking to us. He's responded to multiple things that I've posted about, you know, Nevernight when I was reading it. I actually have spoken to him before about the first series that he released when that one first came out. I'm really excited to read this. I love the story. I love Mia. I think it is so good. So good, in fact, that I have my husband listening to the audiobook, although he's not as big of a fan as I am. What are you gonna do? Also, as you guys will see in that haul that I'm going to be posting on Friday, I did pick up a bunch of like Star Wars books. So the one that I want to read this month is The Weapon of the Jedi. I'm really excited to read this. It's by Jason Fry. I love Luke. Luke and Han are probably, honestly, Luke, Han, and Leia. I love all of them. Like, what can you say? I really do. I love C-3PO. I love R2-D2. The older movies are my favorite. My husband has an extensive Star Wars collection, like Star Wars books, Star Wars action figures. It's like a big part of his life. And the original 3 movies were always a part of my life. The Empire Strikes Back will forever be my favorite. But I do want to get more into the world than just the movies. Like, I want to read the comics, I want to read the books, and I want to start with this book this month. And it is an incredibly gorgeous book, by the way. Very good. I love it. But I'm really excited to start this. I might read this one next, I don't know, but it's just so cool. And it's pretty short, so really excited for that as well. As you guys know, I did set my Goodreads goal at 150 books. I'm hoping to kind of squeeze in some shorter books in there as well. So right from shorter books to gigantic books, the next book that I want to read is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. If you guys are not familiar, I love Stephen King. I love him with all my tiny little black heart. And I'm really excited to read this. This book is 700 pages, however. Hopefully it's not the only book that I read this month, but I'm still really excited to read it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've been trying to avoid like spoilers and information because I love going into Stephen King books that way, which is probably why I have a lot of trouble recommending Stephen King books to people, because I'm like, you can't know what happens. You just have to experience it. So I'm really excited to read this. I think that he is a wonderful author. I've never read anything by Owen, however, so I'm excited to see kind of how they blend the two of them, sort of how they wrote it together and what their combined writing style is like. So this book is top of the list on books that I absolutely have to read in January. Now, I've had these books for a while, but I want to continue with the series. It is Crest, which is part of the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I love her writing style. I love the story. I love all of the characters, honestly. I think that it is so cool. And I think the thing that I love about this series so much is it's so easy to read. It is not hard to read. It's kind of fluffy at points. If you guys are familiar with my review on Scarlet had like a couple of hits or misses. It was more like romancy. It was kind of strange, but overall, I love her writing style. I love her books, and I cannot wait to read this one. And I think that this follows Rapunzel. Is that her name with the long hair? I think it might be Rapunzel. I'm not sure, but I'm really excited. I love retellings, and I think this one is fantastic. Now, getting into a book I'm a little bit nervous to read because I loved Illuminae so much, but it would be Gemina. I have had this book for a very long time. I've heard it's kind of just like Illuminae retold with different characters, and one of them super annoying, but I don't care. I'm on a J. Kristoff kick. I love Amy Kaufman's writings. I need to pick up like her standalone, like her own writing book as well. But I'm still really excited to read this because I love the world, I love the setting, I love, you know, the characters from Illuminae, but really I just love the space aspect of it. It is one of the first books that I read in 2017, actually, that got me more into like sci-fi books. So I'm really excited to read this one. One of my best friends, her name is Sid, she actually loves Gemina even more than Illuminae, and her and I tend to have the same like reading taste, so I might like this one even more. We'll never know. But I really loved Illuminae, so we'll just have to see in my wrap up. And the second to last book that I'm going to be reading, it is for our quarterly book club Club, if you guys are not familiar with that, I will link G's video down below. It kind of describes what we are doing. Essentially, we are reading a book together. There's 10 of us, 11 I think with G, maybe 10 with G, but we all read the book, and then at the end of the period, it's like I said, a quarterly thing. So pretty much every season, we all get together on a like live chat and we talk about what we thought about the book. I'm so thankful that she included me in that. I think that is incredibly sweet, and I'm very excited to get to the book, but it is The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. As you guys know, we announced this like 3 or 4 months ago, and I bought it immediately, and I'm really excited to read it because it sounds super cool. It's about a woman who's kind of, you know, she marries a man and, you know, moves in with them and like his family, and everything is not what it seems. He buys her like a miniature dollhouse, and it just seems kind of like quirky and creepy, but also just really intriguing to me. I'm really excited to read this, and you guys can follow along with us, and I will link, like I said before, G's video down in the description bar, so if you guys want to also join in on the live chat. Now, the last book I'm going to be reading, I don't actually have with me. I believe it's in my purse, which may be downstairs, but it is going to be This Savage Song by V.E. Schwab. Yes, we are still doing Hypernaut this month, I promise. I have just fallen behind with December. I feel like a lot of people did. The 2 girls that also helped me, one of them went to London, bless her, for Christmas, and she was like, you know, I didn't want her to have to worry about anything, and then my other friend who helps me, it was actually getting 2 degrees at once, and she finally got both of them, and I'm so proud of her. Congratulations, Sid, if you're watching this. I needed to take time. December was kind of like a bad mental health month for me, and that just happens. And the general consensus from a lot of people who are in the Goodreads group is that they weren't able to get around to it, and that January was a much freer month for them. So that's when we're actually going to be doing it. All those questions and stuff, the new questions should start going up this week. By the time you guys see this video, there should be a few, or they will be at the end of the week. And then voting for next month's book will be the second weekend of January. So you'll need to keep an eye out for that if you guys would like to vote on that. The link for that is always in my description box, but I'm really excited to finish it. I'm about 100 and some pages in right now and absolutely loving it. I love V.E. Schwab's writing, so I'm really excited to continue with the series as well. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am really excited to read a lot of these books. A lot of these I've had for a while. Some of them are new, but I just need to start getting through the books that I actually own. If you guys watched my goals for 2018, you will know that is one of my goals, to read not only the books that I hauled in December, like I said, that video will be up on Friday, but also the books that I have just previously owned that have been sitting on my shelves that I have not done anything with. So if I don't want to read them, or if I don't read them, I'm probably going to start donating them. I did actually do an unhaul very recently, which I didn't film because there's a lot of just really random books that I didn't think that anybody would care to see. I promise to film another one if I do get to that point, but I hope you guys are having a good week, and I hope the 3 days that we are into 2018 so far have been amazing for you. But I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!